Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Welcome students. Standard 6th History, Chapter number 5, Religious Trends in Ancient India. Today we will see the remaining part of this lesson. Part 2.
Now we are going to see about the lifespan of Vardhaman Mahavir. It is from 599 BCE to 527 BCE. Now children, I will tell you that, I'll ask you that why it is like that, 599 to 527. Why the 527 is not coming here and 599 is not going here? Why it is vice versa? Why it is the opposite? So children, if in the last year you in 5th standard you have learnt about timeline. The same timeline today I am going to show you so that you will understand why it is written in this way. Why it is written as 599 BC to 527 BC, that we will see now. Now see, timeline, we have divided the time into two parts. One was called as a common era, or it was also called as AD, which is called as Anno Domini. Now what do you mean by common era? Common era, basically common era means it refers to the Christian era. Common era is also called as Christian era, which we refer today also. The months which we refer today also, like for example January, February, March. So this is called as a Christian calendar, which we refer today also. So that is called as Christian era, or it is also called as common era, and that is called as AD also, which is called as Anno Domini. Now what do you mean by Christian era? That means, this period means CE or AD means it is after the birth of Jesus Christ. That is why you always have to keep in the mind AD. A means after the birth of Jesus Christ. And the next one is that BCE, that means before common era, means before this period, before the common era. That means BCE, before common era. That means before, you have to keep in the mind B, before the birth of Jesus Christ. So that is why this particular timeline is divided into two parts. The right part is called as CEE and the left one is called as BCE. Common era, before common era. Now here you can see the numbering as year from, when you start writing children on your book also, you start from your left to right. You start writing from your left to right. You never write from the right to left. Do you write like that from here and then you finish, then you end up till here? No. You start from here and you end up till here. The same way for the numbering also, you are starting from here, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. That means 100 years, 200 years, 300 years, 400 years, 500 years. Now if you see in the before common era, you can, if you see from the right to left, if you see from the left to right, what you can see here? From the left you can see first the 600 is there, then 500, then 400, then 300, then 200 and then 100. So getting it? Where you always start from the left to right, left to right, and but here you can see the correct numbering. That means this is also correct, but here you can see it is 100, then 200, 300, 400 and 500. But here if you see, here if you start from the left, first 600 will come. That means first the bigger number will come and then the lower number. The same way here, you can see here, we can jot down over here the lifespan of Vardhaman Mahavir. It is from 599 BCE. So we can say here, it is from here, 599 BCE to 527 BCE. 527 BCE. So that is why they have written in this way, that it is from 599 BCE to 527 BCE. Understood? Why it is written in this way? As we saw the lifespan of Vardhaman Mahavir, 599 BCE to 527 BCE. There was a Mahajanapada. You have learnt in what is a Mahajanapada? Mahajanapada means a bigger state. there was one Janapada and Mahajanapada. Janapada means a smaller state and Mahajanapada means a bigger state. So there was a state, its name was Vriji, and this Vriji in today's date is called as Bihar. Vriji is called as Bihar in today's present, and the capital during that time, the capital of Vriji was Vaishali. What was the capital? The capital of Vriji was Vaishali. That means the capital of Bihar was Vaishali. We can say like that. So, but that time it was not called as Bihar, that time it was called as Vriji. So we will say like that, that the capital of Vriji was Vaishali. And Vardhaman Mahavir was born in Kundagram. Vardhaman Mahavir was born in Kundagram, which was a part of Vaishali. So Kundagram, it might be a village. So it was a part of Vaishali. So Vardhaman Mahavir, he was born in Kundagram, which was a part of Vaishali. Vardhaman Mahavir's father's name was Siddharth and mother's name was Trishala. Vardhaman Mahavir left his home, he left his parents and comforts. He left all the comforts and luxuries. Why he left his home? Because he wanted to attain the knowledge. He wanted to attain the knowledge, or he wanted to gain the knowledge. For the attainment of knowledge, he left his home and the comforts and the luxuries. Then he attained enlightenment after 12.5 years of rigorous tapa. Tapa means what? What do you mean by tapa? Tap means rigorous meditation. Rigorous meditation is called as tapa. And then he attained enlightenment. Enlightenment means what? Enlightenment means sakshatkar. In Marathi we call it as sakshatkar. That means he got the answers for all his questions. And that is also called as sakshatkar. He attained enlightenment after 12.5 years of rigorous tapa. Means 12.5 years he was rigorously doing the meditation. And this knowledge which he gained through the rigorous tapa or through the rigorous meditation, the knowledge which he gained, it was pure or Kevali. And that is why he was known as Kevali. Why he was known as Kevali? Because he had attained the knowledge which was poor, or it was called as Keval, and that is why he was known as Kevali. Vardhaman Mahavir was also called as conqueror or Jina. He was also called as a conqueror or Jina. Why he was called as a conqueror or Jina? Because he had gained the knowledge. That is why he was called as a conqueror and Jina. But why he was called as conqueror and Jina? Because there was one more reason, that because the physical comforts or the discomforts had no impact on him. The physical comforts and discomforts had no impact on him. That means for him the physical comforts or the luxuries were not having any importance. That was of no value for him. That is why he was called as conqueror or Jina. The term Jain derives from Jina. The term Jain derives from Jina. Vardhaman Mahavir is said to be as Mahavir. Vardhaman Mahavir is called as Mahavir. Why he is called as Mahavir? Because of the resilience and courage to conquer all passions. Now what is resilience, children? What is resilience? Resilience means the capacity to get recovered from the tougher situations or difficult situations. So that is the capacity to recover. Capacity to recover from the tougher situation. Tougher, or we can say difficult situation. Or we can say difficulties. capacity to recover oneself from the difficulties. That is called as resilience. And the second one is the courage to conquer all passions. And what is passion, children? Passion means emotions. Passion means emotions. And what are these emotions, children? These emotions are strong and they are controllable. Means you can control your emotions. That is passion over here. That means Mahavir, Vardhaman Mahavir, had a capacity to recover himself from the tougher situations or difficulties, and he also had the courage to conquer all passions or to control his emotions, and that is why he was called as Mahavir. Then he also preached to people about 30 years to explain them the essence of religion. So he preached people about the religion for about 30 years. To make easy for people and understanding, Vardhaman Mahavir spoke in Ardha-Magadhi language, which was a people's language, which was a common man's language. So he spoke in Ardha-Magadhi language so that the people will be able to understand, and it will be also very much easy for them to understand the concepts which he is teaching about the religion. Then Vardhaman Mahavir laid stress on good conduct. Good conduct means good behavior. Your behavior should be good. Then the assembly which is held by Tirthankars to preach the people about the religion was called as Samvasaran. Samvasaran in Ardha-Magadhi language. It was called as Samvasaran in Ardha-Magadhi language, and people of all varnas, they had entry to this assembly. People of all varnas can come and attend the session or attend the assembly or meeting which they had taken or which was held by the Tirthankars to preach the people about the religion.
Students, now we will stop here. I hope so you all have understood whatever I have taught today. Now we will see the remaining part of this lesson in the next video, that is part 3. Thank you.